Alright, my beautiful people, welcome back to a new video. My name is Alexis Soto, or, Lex. Today I want to talk about good books for you to start reading in English, or the books that I found most enticing and beautiful and entertaining so that you can read them as well and maybe practice your English. And some of you might know, I'm actually from Mexico. My mother tongue is Spanish. Hola, ¿cómo están mis amigos? Les mando un abrazo desde la Ciudad de México. And, I love reading in English, so I want to give you my recommendations for you to start reading in this beautiful language. Starting with, wait, give me a second. I want to start by telling you about The Great Gatsby. The Great Gatsby. What a great book to start reading. Why? It's small. Look at that. It's even smaller than my face. Look at that. You see? You either die a hero or live long enough to see yourself become the villain. Why is this amazing? It's a short novel about this amazing, mysterious character called Mr. Gatsby, who throws the most lavish parties in the 20s, I believe. I have forgotten about that. But still, he throws all these beautiful parties because he's looking to find his childhood or youth romance. You know, the girl he loved and adored. He throws this big party to, invite everyone in New York and hopefully find her one day. Isn't that beautiful? To hold on to our past for our whole lives without changing anything and not evolving anything at all because, the past always seems way more elegant and golden. Yes, well, that's basically what The Great Gatsby does with a simple prose, simple, nice words that aren't too confusing, and it's easy to, follow. It's not all convoluted and hard to understand, in my opinion. So I think this one speaks also about some important things of the American ethos that was happening around the 20s or what Fitzgerald's ideals were, and he just projects them onto the different characters. I mean, one's by behavior, in other ones by omission, it's maybe the stereotypes that reigned during that time. So I think that's really interesting, and also some description of the roles that were going on at the time. I think it really speaks for its generation, or the generation that was about to come to age. So that's an interesting fact. I mean, when Fitzgerald wrote the book, didn't sell at all, or just hundreds of copies. I might be getting that wrong, but still. When Fitzgerald died and Second World War came along, it just boomed. Everyone wanted it, and the American government actually bought it for its troops, I believe. So that's actually what I find interesting about what I find. You see how my accent really just jumps out at times? That's interesting about how some novels and literature just capture the zeitgeist that is about to come, if you know what I mean. So yeah, I really advise this book. And then we've got Aldous Huxley with Brave New World. Brave New World. As you might have seen or will see in some of my other videos, I'm really into sci-fi and dystopian futures. And this is one of them. Basically, Brave New World. What is it that we're living in right now? A society drowned by things that can numb your emotions, feelings, and want to drown you in a sea of information so that you don't have to feel sad or feel angry or have a deep desire that you want to accomplish. I was about to get into Buddhism in here and how we have to stop our desires and everything, but no. Let's just get back to the book. And A Brave New World follows this amazing story of a savage that has always lived beyond this new society where nobody hurts and nobody feels love. There are banned books. I mean, there's way too many things to do. You can indulge in many things. You have drugs that numb any feeling. As soon as you're about to have them, you just take a bit of Sama, which is a drug, and you start feeling good, all the time happy. And that's what it's about, right? Being happy all the time. That's what we all want. To not feel anything but happiness and have everything settle for us and work on nothing because the society has it all figured out for us. And that's basically what Brave New World is. Seems familiar somehow? I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm confusing this book with another one. Who knows? The third one is... Actually, my sister's got it. I borrowed it from her, and she didn't want to lend it to me for this video, so I'm just going to tell you what the title is. The Catcher in the Rye. The Catcher in the Rye. Actually, I've got a confession here. During high school, I was supposed to read The Catcher in the Rye, and I didn't because I didn't read it all. I just knew like the basic things from Spark Notes or whatever for my next exam, and I got to it this time. Wow. Wow, this book is amazing. I don't know how it would have hit me when I was younger, you know, when I was about 14, 16, 17, 18, whatever, compared to the way it hit me now. And I still believe this is a great book about rebellious youth, or not feeling that the world is sufficient and feeling confused about everything that is going on and who you are and who we are as a society and what I should be doing, what is expected of me, and try to just get away from all that stuff just because. Maybe I don't even know why. And that is what happens with Holden Caulfield, the protagonist from this great novel that happens in New York. And I just love New York and the way this guy writes. I'm just J.D. Salinger. I don't know if anyone agrees with this. I'm just giving my opinion. I'm no literary critic or anything. It just captured me. Something resonated with Holden about feeling insufficient and questioning the world that I live in, and feeling uncomprehended, feeling not understood. And it just captured me. Something really interesting about these words. Again, simple language. I love simple language. Maybe it's because I'm not a native English speaker, but still. I think this is a really interesting story. I think this is a really interesting story, especially for all those guys, girls, men that are trying to figure out who they are, what their passion is, and what kind of world they live in, perhaps. I think it holds up to our age pretty well. And I just love the ending and the relationship with Caulfield's sister. And I don't want to spoil out here. I always try to just give a hint of what it is and what I feel and why I feel this book is worth reading. Because take everything that I say with a grain of salt. I mean, yeah, I'm super cool, I'm really interesting, but at the end of the day, it's just my opinion. You might read it and get a whole different perspective on it, whole different lessons, depending on your stage of your life. So that's what I want you to do. And especially these three novels, I think, capture what I love about American culture somewhat. You know, the questions of freedom, of who we are, of who we could be, of dreams and hopes in building our future. And I think that's really interesting. So yeah, I love them. I hope you love them too. I hope you get into them, especialmente si hablas español o si hablas otro idioma, if you speak another language. I believe these three guys can really get you into the American classics and then go off to Hemingway or who knows. I don't know, guys. I'm just learning. But if you like this video, tell me about it. Drop a subscribe, and I'm off to create your next video. I hope you have a great day, guys. Bye-bye.